Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, and I'm back, back with Ben 10, back for a little Car Tuesday, reacting to cartoons on Tuesday. And today, we got the big Season 2 finale of Ben 10, which is entitled Back with a Vengeance. So, what does that mean? You ask, I ask, you probably already know. Someone's coming back or something, I guess would make sense for vengeance. So someone wants to get revenge on Ben and company, Grandpa, Gwen, everyone. I mean, so far in season 2 here, we've seen multiple characters come back, either looking for a revenge, a la, Kevin, or a la Magic Man, what's his name? I want to say Tricks, but that ain't right. What the hell?
Hex is up to his old tricks.
But he wanted revenge on Lucky Girl, and then other characters just kind of stumbled back, like the sidekicks of Zombozo. Those three weren't looking for vengeance necessarily, but they came across Ben again anyway. And so, I mean, the finale last season was all to do with Vilgax, who appeared to have died in said finale last time. Now, I have been somewhat skeptical that he's actually completely dead, because when we saw him in the first episode ever, also he got messed up pretty badly, but kind of like, I don't know if he regenerated himself or what happened, but I don't necessarily know if he's going to be in this, but I wouldn't be shocked, let me say that, because I could see that like really setting up a third season things too. And we already did I don't know if him potentially coming back would mean more space shenanigans. It probably would. We did see that they went to, at least Ben went to space already once this season too. So yeah, I'm expecting something big though, because a lot of the comments I've gotten here. Now I'm gonna pull up my last reaction video here with the comments. Multiple people saying this is one of the best episodes, one of their favorites. Heaven Studios says, next one is not only my favorite, but definitely the Ben 10 communities. I have a feeling you will love a lot about it. Well, I hope so, Heaven Studios. That's you were really talking big there, saying it's definitely the Ben 10 communities favorite. Someone replied and doesn't agree, but I like that. I like the attitude, I like the confidence. Yeah, David Jonas says you're going to enjoy the finale. I can't wait. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. It's coming right up. Oh, Demon Arshan, who comments a lot, I appreciate it. He says they say one of my favorite episodes, thus introducing fusion concepts. So they're talking about the last one, which was Dr. Animo and the Mutant Ray. Something that is popular not only in Ben 10, but in other fandoms too, having multi-powers, multi-quirks. I guess the quirk is like from My Hero Academia. But he even says that, yeah, it's popular in Ben 10 and My Hero fandom, but also it makes me think of Steven Universe, one of the big shows I've done on the channel here, where fusions were a big thing, like gem fusions were a big thing throughout that show. Now this Ben 10 came first, so I don't know if Steven Universe or any of these other shows got some influence from Ben 10 as possible, or is it just like a common thing in this type of fiction, hero fiction, powers, being able to combine them and stuff. So yeah, multiple people were discussing the fusion aspect of this, though, implying that it's going to continue. So okay, that's interesting. A random guy on the internet says, by the way, the fusions names are Stink Arms, Diamond Matter, and Heat Jaws. You got that right. I guess I said Heat Jaws at one point. I don't remember, but I don't know if that's a spoiler or they're telling me that these are going to come back, or maybe it's not. Maybe that's just what the fandom has called them from that episode. But anyway, yeah, I want to see who's back with a vengeance, what's coming up in the finale here. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so quite an episode. People did not lie to me. It was definitely a really good one. Great finale there, great action. Love to see the team up of old characters, even though they didn't. I guess Kevin and Vilgax are the two main villains now in the show, and predictably they cannot work well together. Kevin can't seem to work well with anyone. We'll see if he ever changes, but I don't know. I'm sure we'll see them both again in the future, even though they're stuck in the void right now, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. I did have the sense Vilgax might be in this one, and we saw soon enough that he was still alive and all of that. So I still don't exactly know how his power works, but he seems to have some type of regeneration of that cocoon thingy or whatever he was in was doing that function, or I assume it was part of it. Kevin just had heard about him going through the galaxy, I guess. So I guess Kevin is one of the strongest people we know of as well now too, or creatures we know of. Very, very funny how he called Vilgax Pretty Boy. I guess I didn't exactly get this until the end of the episode, but with the whole combination thing, is it just that he was playing around with one combination that he stayed in that was able to let him switch back into all the aliens and stay in as long as he wanted, etc. And then he doesn't know what that combination is anymore at the end. I guess that's the implication. It's a little irritating to me how when he gets new powers or figures something out, it doesn't last in a lot of episodes like this. Maybe he'll get back to it one day here, but it was even actually in the first season finale I'm thinking about too, how he was able to flip back through them as well in some way, actually kind of similar to this, not as good as in this one, but then yeah, he's not able to retain it. I guess it's there so he's not too powerful, but for going forward on the show and just regular episodes, but I don't know. Because it was really cool, and he's like in the void there fighting them and flipping back into. He goes in gray matter a lot because he's small to escape, and then does stink fly a lot because it flies, obviously. But yeah, just going into all the different ones is really cool. I'll have to go back and rewatch that one sequence in the void there. The fusions didn't come out this time though, for him or for even I mentioned what Kevin might do it, but he didn't either that I noticed. So and another classic Ben 10 fashion, he is too cocky or he starts acting a certain way and needs to get taught somewhat of a lesson, which happened again in this one too. And Gwen has to kind of step up as well, which happens in a lot of these episodes, be her own type of hero, save Ben, which in this one she really saved the day because she got the Omnitrix too. So I was wondering for a second, like, oh, maybe because it seemed like the watch was taken, it literally was taken off of him, but wondering, like, because they had talked about how he's able to fuse, or had fused with him already. Vilgax had said a couple times that maybe he would be able to retain some power without even wearing it, but I guess that's not the case, or if it is, we don't know. Yeah, and just like the season 1 finale, they didn't exactly leave a cliffhanger to push you into the next season. So that's interesting. I guess it's not what the show does. Although from season 1 to 2 we did get, the first episode of the season, actually it set up this void thing nicely, so a good bookend to the season with that. We didn't see Grandpa's little partner, but we got the answer kind of last season, then this finale of season 1 about what Grandpa's backstory, but then it got filled in more in the in the premiere. So I'm wondering if there's any equivalent for this season going into 3, if something can get filled in more. Just more stuff about the power of the Omnitrix, I suppose, but not as much of an outstanding thread this time, I don't think. Yeah, so I wonder what we are gonna get next time. Like I said, I expect to see both those two villains back at some point. Maybe not in the premiere of season 3, but at some point. And other things I'm expecting, more recurring characters to come back, Ben to keep getting more mature. He's slowly getting there, and him and Gwen's relationship is at a pretty good point right now too, even though he doesn't want a hug from her or whatever. And yeah, Grandpa did, that was interesting too, that Grandpa did save that. I wonder if, because he did say he was getting rid of the thing to, the void thing, gun, whatever it is. For a second I was wondering if Gwen was gonna be upset that he lied to them again in some way. I guess they didn't have really time to hash that out at the moment. It was an emergency, but I wonder if that is something that'll come up, like Grandpa's still keeping some secrets or something, or not filling them in and everything. Yeah, I don't know. A really good season, definitely improved over season 1. I think overall I definitely enjoyed this one more. Hopefully it'll keep going that way with season 3. So leave your comments, let me know what you thought about this one. Fill me in on more of the reasons why this is considered, I can definitely see why it's considered a good a fan favorite episode, but let me know your personal reasons and things you're looking forward to. No spoilers. And yeah, subscribe if you're not already. But thanks everyone for joining me on season 2 here. Next time we'll get into season 3. Until then, though, I'll be up out of here. Peace.
So glad we had this chat.